I should've known that it was temporary. I put that on my life before I die, that I'ma have a beat. Ain't no plan that you can stop when God the one that take the lead.
Welcome back to another video for this Social Storm podcast, and so inspired by the Storm community. We'd like to have two new guests on this show, JayyMac and Lola, and we're gonna have a nice conversation about who they are as a person and how you can inspire to be very creative in your own aspect and learn from their journeys, and how we can have these critical conversations to make the community better and create change within the community. All right, so I'm going to introduce one of you. So JayyMac is an artist, and he's just up and coming and just starting to make his name throughout the city. And Lola has a lot of different things going for her, model, YouTube channel, a lot of different things going. And just tell me more about what you guys do and what your passion is, how you guys started. If you guys.
So with my passion, like, it's crazy because I ain't never know that my passion would be music. So I was just talking to my brother about this today too. Like, I'm like, did you ever think I'd make music? It was unexpected for me, and he was like, think about it. Our mom used to do karaoke. He used to rap too. So it just, when a lot of stuff started happening, I just ain't really like have a lot of people to speak to. So I just started recording, and then as I kept doing it, that's when I like found the love for it. And then I always said I wouldn't start doing something though, like if I was, bad at it. So I'm I'm a big critic on myself, but I still know, like, I got an ear for music, so it sounded good to me, and that's why I kept going for it.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
Nice. And for me, it started back in 2018 when I became a social media influencer. Growing up, I was a model. My mom used to always put me in like different runway shows, and like I used to get like a lot of positive feedback. So when I started putting it on Instagram, I received the same as well. So then I started to see the impact that I made on people, and so I wanted to use that to an advantage. And so for now, I'm specializing in mental health and just like self-love, and just like bringing that into my channel so people can feel that. And I also I'm a video vixen, so I do YouTube videos and just take photos with like Chicago photographers. So yeah, and I just started my YouTube channel, so I'm going to be doing vlogs and different things like that.
That's good. I love to hear that. Both of you have each and own unique story, and a lot of people can learn from that. Like, what do you think is like a lot of things people say, like within believing in yourself and that you can achieve different things? Like, they might not know where the direction is going, or might not have the resources, like things they can do to improve themselves as an individual, to put themselves in the right situation to be successful.
Exactly.
I say as far like is believing in yourself, you gotta be your biggest believer, like, because at the end of the day, you can't make everybody happy, and this is your life, so you're gonna have people who want you to be something that you don't want to be. You're gonna have people who support you and whatever it is, you're gonna have people who don't. That's just how it is, you feel me? That's life, like, but I say you gotta be your biggest believer, because how other people gonna take it serious if you ain't taking it serious? So I'm all for everybody supporting themselves. Like, if you got something that you got going on, do it. And you feel me? Like, forget what everybody else say. I just say do it. And when people see that you serious and like you real passionate, they gonna support you. Like, you gonna have people who don't, but a lot of people they gonna like to see that somebody doing something new and they actually passionate about it. So I say, if anybody, if you doing something, go ahead, keep doing it, be your biggest supporter, and everything gonna fall in line for real.
Exactly, and anything is possible as long as you believe in it. So at any I'm tripping. Hold on, give me 1 second. You cut your stuff out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a moment. Cause he did pretty good. You just want to skip me.
Nah,
go ahead.
Nah, he usually keep. I'll be prepared with him because
okay.
non-stop. So,
Okay.
before we go back,
mm-hmm.
do you want this to be like a regular? Because we could just do a jump cut, and then for the rest of the video, it's gonna be one take. How you want it? One take, or you gonna have yours cut?
I can cut it up. I can cut it up in like one long video. I can just cut up the parts that we like.
But I'm saying, do you want it to be like real edity, or do you want it to be like a big long conversation?
A big long conversation.
Alright, so then starting back now, when you cutting in, the rest of the way it's gonna be like a regular conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a lot.
So skip me. Skip me.
Alright, so saying. So you would know in the clip.
Alright, we're gonna click and it's changed from right here. Okay, so back to you said like believing in yourself. What would you say that a lot of people like saying believing in themselves and being successful as an individual?
I would say when it comes to believing in yourself, just take the time to study yourself. Sometimes you need to isolate. Sometimes you need to realize who is in your circle and just analyze, sit back and analyze and be like, are these the right friends for me? Are these the right people that are around me? Are they good for me? Because sometimes who you are around, that's who you are. So just keep that in mind and taking the time to figure out what you really love to do. And taking a break from social media and putting your phone down and actually just sitting with yourself. It may be hard, but it's one of those major steps that helps you become more confident and become the true version of yourself. So I would really say like self-isolation and learning how to do social media detox.
Right, most definitely. Because when we have these conversations, we usually talk about like things that is real. Because a lot of people be on social media acting, trying to fake to be someone else, and we're truly just being who we are. And that's a lot of things with like content creation, just being a good person. Because we connected with you, we just told you our story, and that like, but all the stuff you see on social media is not really real. But like showing who we truly are, like our story, our background, why we are this way, and it's helping each other because social media is very toxic, and a lot of people, there's a lot of negativity online.
Exactly.
And you have more creators like us come together, we could be amazing with the community because there's so many people, they get successful, they act like they're too good to work with someone, or they don't need to collaborate, or social media gets to their head once they get a little clout, and they think they're too good.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's amazing, like having that conversation with both of you and be able to collaborate. It's just very good. Like I love seeing that collaboration more within the community, that we need this because we need to uplift more people because there's so much negativity online. Most definitely.
Exactly. And people love authenticity. So, like, usually when you're the realest, you get loved the most, or love the best, honestly. But yeah, I love how like we connected as a whole, cause like I feel like we're all starting at some level, like, and we're gonna work together to get to our highest peak. And sometimes it is okay to ask for help. So I'm glad that we are here to support each other, cause everyone needs a support group at the end of the day. So
yeah, you definitely gotta be authentic for sure. Cause I ain't gonna lie, like if you faking something, you can't hold it on forever. Like you can't keep putting on that act forever. Eventually the real you gonna come out. So just be you, like from the start. Whatever your story is or however, just be you. I'd rather have somebody like know the real me and get to decide if they, like me, if they fuck with me or not, rather than you put on the fake act and now you got them liking the character.
exactly.
Like, what is like one thing you see like a lot of people that just don't commit to something long term, like they think that success just comes overnight, like all the things they see on social media, they think they get rich quick, they get followers up quick, they think they can build a business quick, but that's not the case. And a lot of people are not really committed to achieving something long term in terms of like just following up and just being about their word. They're just all taught all day.
I think you gotta go through something that give you that fire to like be motivated. Cause I was talking to my cousin Tyler one time, and I was just talking about what was happening, and life was getting hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then he was like, everybody that's been successful in life had to go through something. Like everybody got their story. So I think that's what separate like people who gonna make it and whatever they want to do, and then people who just like to live a regular life is just having that. You're not gonna stop,
Right.
like, and you had something that you got a reason you're doing it. It's not just for like entertainment purposes.
Honestly, I feel like with the quick money and like the quick fame, I just feel like, cause I literally just watched this today from Alex Hermosi. He's you know him?
Yeah, yes.
You know him?
Nah.
Okay, so he's a business owner, and he's very good with like, you know, giving out information to the public on how to be great business owners. And one thing he said was you can get like all the fast money and the fast fame, but you're just earning, not learning. And so you can earn all the money in the world, but at the end of the day, like that could reach you to a certain point, but when it comes to learning, it won't take you as far as you can get. So I feel like it comes with like getting to an area where you can learn new things, gain new skills, and still make money from it.
Yeah, I was gonna lie. I want that money though.
Yeah, still make that
So
money,
I want
but
that money though.
at least let it make you money for the long run
That's right.
instead of just in the moment. Because it feels good. It's that instant dopamine, just like social media and those instant reels. But it only takes you so far, and you're not going to be the smartest in the room. So.
Right, like especially like that talk about money. Would you rather teach someone to fish or catch a fish for somebody one time, and so they don't know to, and then once you do it, they don't know how to fish for themselves. So like basically for business, if you learn someone teach you the skill sets, how to build a business, how to build a community, and make something long lasting, then that's how someone can build something sustainable, such as like financially and business income. That's passive, more passive. Nothing's passive, but it has to be built up over time to become passive. And once they start to build that up, instead of just giving someone instant fame, they're not going to be sustainable. That money's not going to last. And it's very important. Most people just need to go past that and just start taking things slower. Like not necessarily slow, it's like not achieving stuff, but doing it the right way. Building the community, building a fan base, building your true authentic self, and continuing to improve your skill set. Like you said, continuing to just learn and build up those assets over time, because there's a lot of things online people see that they have to buy all these new cars, buy all this jewelry, buy all these clothes to flex that they're doing this and that, but they're just wasting money and making these other businesses stronger when you can create your own business. Like, why are you buying Gucci, all these other things, when you can build your own business and invest in stocks that can build assets to your family and generational wealth, like all that type of stuff you see online.
Right, it's better to be valuable. When you give value, you bring success. So I think that's very important, and what people should keep in mind is what you bring to the table. So that's really important.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like especially when people they see someone of value, they always want to just receive, but provide value to someone else. Like, why people always want to be just asking. You're not gonna. That's not how people want to work together. You want to build good partnerships, good collaborations. You have to be able to have good communication, make sure that different things work and provide value. So like if you see someone that's successful and you see, they might be struggling with content creation. I know I do content creation, or you know a little bit about this and that. Provide that type of value and say, oh yeah, I saw this with your content. I can help you do this to become better. And they'll be more likely to work with you, and that'll make you a more authentic person, because people can tell someone's just looking for somebody to just ask for stuff. But if you just,
I got a question for y'all. How y'all feel about people asking y'all for money?
For me personally, like when someone asks you for money, like I wouldn't. I'm a nice person, so I would. It depends on how much money, but for the most case, if it's like something substantial, or they put themselves in that situation, and like I warned them many times before, like don't do this to put yourself in that situation. You need to stop doing this and that. Then I'm most likely not gonna do it, because they're gonna have to learn if they didn't pay attention to like the stuff I put before that.
I wouldn't mind giving as long as I know you're not taking advantage of me. I feel like it's to a certain extent. Like if you're my friend or a loved one and I care about you, like I'll go to the ends to help you. But if it's like a continuous thing and I feel like to this point you don't know how to make money or how to like not ask for money, then no, because at this point you're just using me. So how about you?
I ain't gonna lie, I really used to be like the give it to any, like if you need it, I'll give it to you. But it took for me to learn, like, you gotta say no sometimes. And it be hurting me, because I ain't gonna lie, I got a big heart, so it be like hurting me when people like be asking for money and I'll be having to tell them no. But it be like damn, are you considering, like, I got other stuff that I'm doing too, you feel me? Like, I got to put this money towards what I want to do. And I ain't gonna let that be hurting sometimes when you have to tell people no, but I'm starting to learn, like, people ask you, gotta say no sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Like, you gotta sometimes build yourself up before you can help
Yeah,
others, because
exactly.
a lot of people try to help so many people, but they're not at their current situation where they can help people and still like sustain themselves as a person. Like, you see a lot of NBA players, a lot of professional athletes, people get famous and they try to help all their family members or alleged like friends, cousins, everybody else who
Yeah.
allegedly supported them, and they end up spending, we all going on a trip to Miami, y'all going to LA, and they're not truly providing any value. They're just sitting in their house, taking their food, buying all the clothes, stuff they don't need. But we need to start shifting that into, okay, if you my friend, and you good with marketing, be my marketing coordinator. Let's start this business on the side, and we start building this as someone that knows about like stocks, or somebody knows about real estate. Hey, let's start real estate together. Start doing this and that, and we need to start being a consumer and start being a creator, and start creating different things, start creating different businesses, start creating different ways that we can put our family and loved ones in different situations to be successful. Because there's often, like always, like we're talking about flexing, doing this and that, trying to look fun on social media. The real people are not the people that are just trying to be all fun and flashy on social media. They're the people that they're putting their money into assets, they're investing in them, because you can't really, like, back to you can't help other people. If you can't invest in yourself, you can't invest in other people. You need to invest like in your mindset, your education, and all that things to make yourself better and reach your true potential. Because if you don't challenge yourself, you're gonna stay in the same situation you were last year, for the most part.
Exactly. And it is okay to say no. Set your boundaries, because at the end of the day, it's about your mental health, not others. So it is definitely okay to say no. I had to learn that for myself, with people just constantly asking me, needing me for mental, emotional, physical, like, stability, and it drained me out. So take care of yourself first, and it is okay to say no. People might feel some type of way, but okay, and at least I'm good, you know. And even though it may sound selfish, like, how, like, at the end of the day, like you guys are saying, how can I help you if I can't help myself? So, you know, I just had to say that.
Yes, I agree. How would you say, like, just attacking mental health? Because a lot of people have like struggles with mental health and like social media depression and all that type of stuff. What like makes you truly like feel happy and feel connected with different people?
What I would say is one of the most important things, in my opinion, is validation. And what I mean by that is validating yourself, and not accepting or like just being okay if others don't validate you. Because honestly, it can be triggering if someone doesn't validate how you feel. But at the end of the day, the main key to living a successful and happy life is to take care of yourself and how do you feel about yourself, because at the end of the day, it is all about you. The world is just the world. It's all external. So it's whatever you put out into the world, you will receive. But whatever the world tries to give to you, at the end of the day, you don't have to accept it. So I would say just learn more about validating how you feel and being okay with sitting in that moment. Because sometimes it is hard to sit in silence, or just sit with yourself and be like, dang, I feel this way. Because it hurts, it puts a lot of pressure on you, and sometimes you don't know what to do. But what they don't tell you is that it's okay to do that, and it's okay to go through that. It's okay to cry, it's okay to be angry, it's okay to feel any type of way, because how you feel should be validated. So I feel like that's like one of the first steps. And once you start like accepting, like, okay, yeah, I feel this way, then start asking yourself, why do I feel this way? And maybe find out, do you like to journal, write? Do you like to go for walks? Do something that causes you to think. And people don't like to think nowadays. They rather use their phone. But even with your phone, go somewhere that will teach you how to do things like that. Like, don't always go somewhere that's negative. You have to want to be positive. You have to want to be better for yourself. So you always have to think deeply when it comes to things like that.
Yeah, that's definitely very true, because a lot of people, they're just trying to look for other people's validation. Like, especially if someone has a passion, or like they want to post on social media different content, don't try to be like validate everyone else and try to fit in. Be true to yourself, because that's what's going to make you like feel better about yourself. You start improving. You start making content. You don't have to be perfect, because I'm not perfect at content creation. None of us are perfect at content creation. Like, you just get better with it over time. You just start, make the video, and the more you practice, you'll get better and you'll grow. And that's with anything. So don't let anyone tell you can't do something, that something is like stupid, or you can't do this, or it's not going to be successful. Cut all those people out of your life and be around people that were going to help you be successful, like build you up, and be positive, because there's so much negativity. Just don't listen to all the stuff people saying that you can't do something. You can put anything you put your mind to, and don't let anyone stop you from doing that. And just continue to be impactful to other people in the community. Jordan, let me ask you a question, like, about you. What makes you, like, you wake up in the morning and look yourself in the mirror? What do you, like, makes you, like, say, I'm gonna keep going, like, say I'm that, like, guy, like, I'm gonna be, like, makes me, I'm gonna be the most successful at what I do? Like, what's that mindset, like, you have in that aspect?
I'll say, like, shit, to be honest, stuff that happened that, like, I always, like, was dreaming big, like, to be something. I didn't know what it was gonna be, but I always dreamed big to be something. And then, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of got around some people who, like, downplayed what I wanted to do, or get little hints, like, nah, like, think more realistic. And I passed out that opportunity before, and then I started making music again, and I'm like, I ain't gonna pass up, like, an opportunity to, like, bet on myself again. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I really feel bad, you know, like, I be like wishing, like, regretting sometimes, like, I wish I would've did it then, but I ain't gonna lie, with this, I'm like, I got a second chance to bet on myself and do what I really want to do. I ain't go, like, get an opportunity up. So I'm gonna just put everything into it, and then let the chips fall how they lay. I feel like when you work hard, somebody gonna see you.
Right. It was definitely, like, I remember we had those conversations in the room, like, talking about, like, how we first started out. And tell us more about, like, that aspect, like, when you first started, like, with your first project and starting to release that.
My first project, I still remember. It really took me. Let me say this. Before I started going to, like, a real studio, I ain't gonna lie, it was my homie Mike. We was, like, in my car getting ready to smoke or whatever, and then he played one of his songs. I'm like, dang, like, where you started doing that at? And then he told me that we were recording in a room. We started with, like, a cardboard box over a microphone. Like, just before I get into a studio, and, like, you know, I started rapping. And then over time, I was just like, I ain't gonna put nothing out there and release it until it's good enough for, like, you know, like, I feel like it's good enough for people to hear. So I ain't gonna lie, people probably started hearing my songs like, dang, like, he came in good, but, like, I probably said it took me, like, three months almost, and then that's when I got good at it, and I just kept going, and now I'm, like, more comfortable putting out music because I know it's good.
Yeah, like, especially just starting from somewhere, because a lot of people think that you have to have all the fancy equipment, all the fancy cameras to get started with something. When it don't really take much, you can just start with just recording with your phone and just a microphone, like anything, just get started. Because a lot of people think, oh, it has to be perfect. Like, it has to be perfect.
I feel like
first try.
I feel like your work ethic got to be set before you try to get the quality, like, everything to be perfect. Like, you gotta, like you just said, you gotta start somewhere. People want to go and get these big expensive cameras. Like, all right, start off recording on your phone, or something like that, and then you know, okay, I got enough. I deserve this, like a gift to myself to upgrade and go get the better equipment. But like, I mean, I feel like you gotta put the work in first before you. That's another thing. People be trying to be perfect. Ain't nothing perfect. You just go and learn on the way. Learn as you go. But still, you gotta start. That's what I say.
Well, what would you say is your main goal for 2024, and how you're gonna actually like make an impact from yourself and it's back into the community? Each of you, whoever wants to go first.
I'll go. For this upcoming year, I really want to put out more visuals and like I want people to like tap into like my new upcoming tape that I'm gonna have dropping, cause I feel like it's gonna show so many different sounds. You know, like it's gonna. You're gonna really hear what I be going through, cause I be rapping about reality. And then I want to do a show. I want to have a show by summertime. I perform somewhere, and then after that, pretty much go traveling. I really want to travel. I know that's something I want to do, travel. So that'd be my third thing.
What's your favorite place to travel? Favorite place you've been? Where you want to go?
I can't say my favorite place to travel because I ain't gonna lie, I've been a decent amount of places. I ain't gonna lie. I like Jamaica. I've been to the Dominican Republic before. I like Punta Cana. I've been to Mexico before. So I don't know. I can't pick no specific. I've been to the Bahamas, stuff like that. I want to go like what's that? East, like where Africa at, over that way.
Yeah,
like that's something I want to do.
Like Egypt, South Africa, Ghana,
Greece.
Greece.
Mm-hmm.
That's a plan of mine this year is to go to Greece.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. My goals for this year, for 2024, is consistency and just dropping. So like I want to just show my platform like what I'm made of and just tell my story, because I've had times where, or I had a moment where I took 2 years off of social media because I was mentally going through it, but I came back and I'm stronger than ever. Last year was built with a lot of learning and a lot of education, and this year is about execution. So I'm into YouTube literally out of nowhere, just like I'm gonna just make a YouTube video and I'm gonna just post on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and travel. And also I have a workout goal
You stole
too.
my answer.
I want to travel. If I could go out the country, let's go. But yeah, absolutely. And money. Money. I'm not so big.
It's gonna happen.
Yes, for sure. How about you?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
I say for me, 2024, I'm going to be everywhere. Like, I'm going to be networking, putting myself out there. I'm just trying to 10x my life. I just got myself a mentor so I can elevate my craft and just maximize my potential, because I'm not going to wait 5-10 years to be successful in business. I want to be successful this year. Like, I'm putting the foundation to my business this year, building those connections, like building relationships, because last year was about me finding out what my brand's about and just building that foundation, like Lola said, and just I just want to be everywhere, and I know I have my potential. In order for me to reach my potential, I just need to be able to advocate and continue to impact within the community. I want to host my own event, host a big event to connect people throughout the city of Chicago, because Chicago has such a beautiful city. There's just so much talent that just needs to be discovered and just needs to be uplifted and supported, because it's so much negativity about Chicago on the news and everything, but they don't show enough about the positivity and the great people, the great human beings, and the positive things that happen within the city. And my platform, Social Storm, just wants to promote people who wants to start their business, become them.
Do you feel like it is? And when and how did you know that this is what you were meant to do right now? Like, be inspirational, like, you're very talented, I see. Like, you do all types of things, and so even the athletics, so just let me know something.
I don't know, I feel like for me, like, I figured out what I wanted early on, because a lot of people don't really figure out. Because I started, like, saying, I knew I was going to be successful. Like, I knew I just really want to see other people be successful, because for me, like growing up, I was good at marketing myself, good at separating myself. I always had different passions. I knew that there wasn't just one thing I was always interested in. Like I knew whether I was going to be successful in like athletics, or me being a speaker, or being whatever I put my mind to. And like I just knew that like I could help so many people be successful, because I always see a lot of people say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. For me, I'm like, can't is not in my vocabulary. You can do stuff. Like there's been so many people like I've lifted and just told them we can be successful, and now they're successful what they do. I'm like, imagine if I can just do that as I build a platform, like not just helping me, but just helping a lot more people. Because there's so many people, like I just hate to see people that have talent be wasted. And it's just, some people just need an opportunity, just need to push and be successful. And I just love like just interacting with different people, because I'm always the type of person that's going to ask like how the world works, for example. Because every time I look in the city of Chicago, I'm like, I see the skyscrapers, I'm like, why can't I be one of those owners? Like I see money, I see wealth, why can't I be the person that owns a skyscraper in downtown Chicago? And I believe that anything is possible. Like I just know if you just put your mind to it, just starting with a simple conversation and then putting that to action each and every day, you can start something amazing. Because we just started this in my college dorm room. Like we were literally just talking about an idea, like, oh, what can you do? I'm like, I wasn't much of a camera person. Like I'm not even a person that usually just started making videos until last year. Like, because most people just talk about like motivational stuff, and I said I'm gonna be different. I'm gonna show myself on the camera and show my personality and be authentic to myself.
I ain't gonna lie, keep being you though, because like you even helped me like to keep going with that, like with everything I do. Like keep being you, cause you don't know who's watching. I ain't gonna lie, I just want to tell you that for real. Like you be motivating me too to keep going and believe in yourself and just do like just always be doing stuff like that helped me. So I know you help other people. Keep doing what you're doing for real.
I appreciate that. Like I just love seeing that like inspire, like especially just having like a conversation, just being able to provide value to you. Like if you want to learn more about something, I'm just a phone call, I just can answer and just answer anything. If I don't know something, I'm gonna find an answer from someone else that does. And being able to just have that connection, because a lot of people just, I feel like they just live life just not having a goal or a dream. And for me, like I just know that being able to have that I can just help so many more people. Like especially for me, being business minded, I just can't see myself just sitting down and doing something. I feel like I always have to do something. Like I can't sit in the house all day and watch TV all day when I know there's people making money, people making business deals, people getting stuff done. Like I need to get
taking naps.
No, I haven't lately.
What time you be getting up though?
At 7.
Oh,
That's
what
good.
time you be getting up?
I be getting up at. I used to get up at 7 o'clock. Look, it don't count if I work overnights.
Oh, okay.
So when I work overnights at 4 o'clock, I get off at 4 a.m. So you sometimes wake up at like 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock.
We talking about.
That's because I work overnight. Look, this is how my day goes. Like I'll wake up, I'll like go to school, I'll go to an event. Like I literally be coming home, going from in a suit and tie to working my overnight shift at McDonald's. Like people think I'm your average McDonald's worker. Like for me, don't look down on people that work in fast food, because there's a lot of people that are doing things. Like don't look down on people that are doing that. You never know people's story. Like some people might be in certain situations, but they're just trying to better themselves and be better. And stop trying to hate on people that go to the gym doing stuff wrong, or just like somebody that's at a different position, because you don't know their story or background. So stop being so selfish and ignorant, because so many people have a story and background, and it's not necessarily wrong or right. It's just different, because different people come from different households, different countries, different ethnicities, and just you can't just judge people. Just be more open, have a conversation instead of being like, oh, that person's weird. Maybe ask them how their day's going. Like that goes a long way, just being authentic and just being a good person, because we have a lot of people just so ignorant, especially with social media. Like stop being that. Stop recording somebody struggling at the gym and go out there and help them. Like stop being an issue and start solving problems.
Exactly. That's you just wrong head then, Corey. I failed to sting you. I failed at you for real.
Like that's another thing. I also be trying to be real, because I've been kind of nice. 2023, I was just getting warmed up, because The real thing, for real me, I'd be just saying like, somebody be like, oh, what you gonna do? I say, bro, let's get up and work. Like, you trying to go to the gym the next day? I mean, I'm getting to the gym, like, and I say I'm gonna do it. Don't push it off to the next week. Like you say, we gonna get this shoot done. We gonna get this shoot done.
Exactly.
And like, when, like, how you get like, I just can't.
I ain't gonna lie. This one, I learned that. This what come with it though. Like, you gonna have people who gonna say they gonna do this, say they gonna do that. Man. I ain't gonna lie. That's just how it is. They used to fuck with me at first. Like, they used to really like irritate me. Like, really irritate me. Like, I done set my whole day out, told you, and you don't come. Nah, I just be to the point like, I'll let you know. And then I'm doing it with or without you though, you feel me? But like I'll be wanting to bring people, but you can't force people to do something. So and then like then you have them, oh, you did it. Like, I told you about it. And now
like, everybody wants support after you start seeing success. Like, they see your video get 10K on Instagram. They see you, right?
Now all of a sudden I'm available.
Right. You see all those conversations, bro. You see how real people were there when you made that first freestyle on Instagram back in February when you were just starting out. All those people opening those messages now that they comment under your posts. Like, people want to do that. Like we can see the people that were fake. Like, people fake earlier being real now. Like, might as well just be real with somebody straight up first on and just be authentic. Don't try to be fake.
But see, now, this is what I say, though. I took that as motivation, though. You feel me? Like, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you just gotta be real. If you just started something out, a lot of people ain't gonna support you. You feel me? That's just the cold reality. And people gotta learn that. Don't take nothing personal. Whatever you doing, don't take it. Stuff in life gonna happen. It is what it is. You gotta keep it moving though. So that's another thing. I used to take it personal, like when you tell people this or and they don't support, and then later on, it's like, okay, now you know you're doing something right when more people start to want to support you. So I mean, you just can't take it personal. Like, that's just how it is. When you first, if it was easy, everybody would do it. So.
That's another thing. Like, for me, me personally, I just never can't see myself just being a regular job, waking up every morning, just repeating the same thing. Like, I work in a warehouse, like, just waking up, go to work, eat, go to sleep, go to bed, wake up every single morning. Because at the end of the day, look, these businesses, you can work for a business 20 years, and all they're gonna do is just fire you the next week just because you didn't feel right that day. You say you don't want to come in, they're going to look at you some type of way, and they're going to cut you out and replace you the next day. Act like you weren't there. Like, you see that video of that one person that worked at Burger King for 20 years, 20, 30 years, and he got a Ziploc bag with paper clips. Like, bro, give me my flowers. Like, bro, like, don't, like, that's the type of disrespect. So you can't believe, like, all these businesses, as soon as things go tough, you're going to be the first one they're gonna fire, get out the window. And they just gonna replace you with different things. So take control of your life. Like, whatever you're doing, take control.
You remember that time when you first started selling your t-shirts, you had a table downtown and you just set up. You remember that?
Yeah.
And you was walking up to people like telling them, you remember that?
Yeah.
Talk about it. Because this stuff that people don't know, like, you had to go through standing on the corner with your t-shirts on the table.
Right. Like we this is like early, this like in the summer 2020, 23. So I'm just starting to say I'm gonna start selling my merch for real. We go downtown Chicago to Grant Park, and we just pull a table. We just like last minute say, hey, you trying to pull up downtown, just start selling some stuff. I sell my shirts and just promoting my brand. Like, the first that was rough. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. We went out there, table full of people hundreds of people walked past us. Like, me, I was kind of awkward. I was like, hey. I walked up on somebody, like, I chased them down a sidewalk or something, and they like ran away. I was like, no, don't go.
Nah, I remember that too.
Like it was bad. It was bad. Like, I think, like,
I'm like, Corey, you can't do that.
Like, that was bad. I sold one shirt that day. I sold one shirt, so it was because
everybody got to start somewhere.
It's because I still stayed true to myself. Like, it came, this one security guy came over. He's like, "What y'all doing? I'm like, hey, that's for me. I'm like, okay, that's where usually my specialty comes in, when I can lock them in. Like once I get to lock in to get the conversation going, that's where I can get them. Like at first I couldn't approach nobody and start doing that. When the dude came in, I'm like, I told him my story, what I'm passionate about with my brand and helping people, and just helping within the community. And I'm just a young person, I might not have our resources now, but I'm gonna get there. And he loved my story and he bought my shirt, and that's how I got my first sale. And then it went from there. I just continued to say that will never happen again.
Now you got a website?
I have a website. I sold that next month. I had over like $1,000 of revenue through my business and sales from my college campus, and I had everyone on my campus starting this thing called Social Storm Friday, where everyone wears my merch on my college campus. I even had the president of my school buy a shirt, and it's just people just started doing that. It started growing from there, this and that. And I'm starting, like now, 2023, ended 2023, into 2024, I don't have any problems walking up with people. I literally went to the promontory downtown in Chicago in Hyde Park, and I went there for one mission, and that's just to network. I went there, and it was a concert, and I spoke to 40 people, and I got 30 people to follow my page and look at my story, and just telling them about who I am and what my mission was. And a lot of people just loved that, being authentic. I didn't act like I was too good to just talk to somebody, or thinking that someone's too good that I can't talk to them. I know I can talk. If you can talk to anyone, if you just relate to them and just provide value to other people, and truly doing that. And I didn't care if that was somebody in the VIP section. Like I when it connected with walking up to the person that performed on the stage and took a photo and had a conversation with him, and I started going from there. Like I know if I can.
Nah, for sure. You never know who you can relate to until you talk to him.
Right. Like, and I'm for me, like that just opened so many doors and so many people I've met, because that's where, like in my networking journey, I had a networking event where it was kind of rainy and cold outside, and at first I was like, my parents were like, oh, you don't know where you're gonna go. And I'm like, but you got work and stuff like that. I'm like, nah. This is, I need to go to this. Like, I need to put myself in the room and meet some people. And it was a little bit rainy, but I made myself get there. I got there, and I connected with someone, and a week and a half later, I'm in the 66th floor of the Willis Tower talking about businesses and how I can improve my business and different resources to excel my business in 2024.
Congratulations.
And like continue to go. And we not stopping there. Like it's just being in the city of Chicago. Like if I know I can be the 66th floor of Chicago, and just starting my brand 11 months earlier, I could do anything. Like just by applying yourself, just be true to yourself. Even I had people that I started this business with, and they quit on me. I was by myself for months, and I didn't give up. I was like, I'm not giving up on my dream and my journey. I'm gonna continue to go what I'm gonna do. It might be bumps in the roads. You might have to switch some stuff up. But if you can try to be authentic and just know your vision and why you started, you can be successful and achieve what you want in life. So
that's beautiful. I love that for you, Chloe. Keep going. Don't ever stop. Because I love that. I love that.
Yeah, keep going.
I love that.
You want to end it right here?
yes, I appreciate that.
You want to do an outro?
Yeah, and that'll be the end of this video, and we wish you guys to support them on Instagram, their social medias, and YouTube channels. And if you guys want to shout that out, so them to get them to follow, we'll also tag them below and get them promoted, because there's so much success and so many talented individuals that you need to get know more about in 2024. They got amazing things coming. Just make sure to stay tuned, and it's gonna be amazing.
So appreciate you for having me. My Instagram is the real JayyMac, 2 Y's, JayyMac. So it's the real JayyMac.
And I'm Lola Gaza. So on Instagram it's Lola_Goza, and on TikTok and YouTube it's just strictly Lola Gaza. Make sure y'all support him and him though. Both of them, because they got something to show y'all for sure.
That's right. Alright, that'll be it for today's video. Make sure you have a blessed day and you guys can achieve anything you want, and have a good night.